Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Onyx here, going full nerd. That kind of stopped real short on me. What's happening? 6 p.m. Sunday. You could be any place, anytime. But you're right here, right now, with me. What's happening? It is Going Full Nerds. It is a stranger Sunday. And you can see I'm kind of all over the place right now. Usually I have my famous adult beverage, but I'm going sophisticated. I got the white wine. Hold on, let me. They say it's good for your heart. And, you know, I'm kind of all over the place. I'm going from Dragon Ball to Rocco's Modern Life. You know what? It's all about how strange things could be. Yo, Stranger Things. Yeah, I'm going to get to that. Because if you've seen the title of this week's episode of the podcast, it is Stranger Things 3. Even the Upside Down has its ups and downs. And we'll get to why I said that. We'll get to why I said it. Please know that there may be spoilers. Yes, there may be spoilers in this week's episode. So it is what it is. I might spoil a couple of things. But as always, we got to do the administrative stuff before we even get started. Shout out to everybody popping in. My man Omar, what's up? He says he's checking in from the Upside Down. What's happening to Thomas? Yo, hey, you good down there? You know, I heard it's raining. You know, that Nolans is raining down there. Hope you're all right. But check this out. We're going to go ahead and do what we normally do. The administrative stuff, I like to kind of bring your attention to a couple of things. You know, you see the video when you're watching the live broadcast, and you see these little things just kind of streaming across the screen. Now, at the bottom, it's always, hey, follow me on Twitter. Make sure you check out and subscribe here on YouTube. Make sure you listen to the podcast on Anchor.fm, Spotify, iTunes, and wherever you choose to consume your podcast. I also tell you to go to goingfullnerd.com. But above my head, you will see some names. And pretty much I started early this year with my fundraising for extralife.org in support of Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Yes, I started early. And as always, people jump in. So if you take a look above, I know it's going pretty fast, but you can go ahead, you can take a look at it. You can say, you know what, I'm going to see it. See if you see your name. If you don't see your name, make sure you donate. You can check out the link on goingfullnerd.com. It will be up this evening. The link will be there. You may have already gotten an email, or if you follow me on Twitter, Facebook, anything like that, you see the link to the fundraiser. So please, this is in support of Children's National Medical Center, specifically in Washington, D.C. Why do I care? Number one, I'm a good dude. I think I'm a good dude, until somebody ticks me off. But, hey, my grandson, when he was born, he's my right hand. That's my boy. If you've seen pictures of me and him hanging out on Facebook, Instagram, he was a recipient of care at Children's National Medical Center. So, the good people there, I felt I had to give back. This is my 5th year officially doing it. And, hey, we just going bigger and better each year. So, now to the regular beginnings. Let's check out the top 5 in the box office domestic U.S. Coming in at number 1, we knew it was going to be that. This is the second week in a row. Spider-Man Far From Home, pulling in $45.3 million. Domestically, it is giving up $274.5 million. That's good. I can dig with that. Coming in at number 2, Disney love the kids. Toy Story 4, pulling in $20 million, $20.6 million, pulling their domestic box office up to $346.3 million. Okay, that's after 4 weeks in the box office domestically. We got a newcomer, number 3. It was a horror movie. I didn't even know this was up. Horror movie, Crawl. What is this about roaches or something? Crawl. What, what? Ugh. Anyway, Crawl pulled in an even $12 million in this opening weekend. That ain't saying much, but it only cost $13.5 to make. So maybe that's a win-win. I don't know. Go figure. Coming in number 4. Number 4 is that Bautista. Bautista raising all that ruckus when James Gunn was like, they fired him, then they didn't fire him. Then they fired him, they didn't fire him. He better keep holding on to that Drax the Destroyer money because Stuber only made $8 million. Yeah, $8 million. That's another Fox travesty, but we'll let that go. And coming in at number 5 is last week's number 3, and that is Yesterday, $6.7 million. What if everybody in the world forgot about the Beatles? I can dig with that. So Crawl is about alligators? Alligators. Okay. I don't need to be hearing about Crawl and alligators. I don't think my man Thomas in the live chat wants to hear about alligators crawling up with the flooding and stuff going down with the rain in Louisiana. I'm just saying. I'm just putting my 2 cents in there. That's the last killer alligators. I mean, what alligators aren't killers? I mean, I'm just asking. I'm just asking, I mean, see, if they went ahead and let pimps wear more alligator shoes and alligator belts, then you wouldn't have killer alligators running around. Maybe, are they ninja alligators? Yeah, I'm just saying. Is it? Is it too soon for them to be talking about killer alligators? I mean, didn't an alligator eat a baby in Florida or something? That's just cruel, man. I don't know if I would want to make a movie on that, but people say, nah, don't be sensitive, Onyx. Don't be sensitive. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm just saying. Somebody told me alligator tastes like chicken. Don't get me lying. I don't know. Maybe one of my southern people, one of my swampland people, if you're from Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, some parts of Alabama, I can even say probably in Texas somewhere. Don't y'all got alligators in Texas? Is that Texas Gators? No, I don't know, man. It's just me. Just leave the city kid alone. All right, leave the city kid alone. I can tell you a movie I'm not gonna see. Ain't gonna see Crawl. Ain't gonna happen. No. Okay. So let's get to it, and we go. Hold on, my man got 3 gators that live 2 blocks from his house. Yo, let me ask a question. So you got 3 alligators that live 2 blocks from the house. Let me ask a question. Do they drive a Prius? I mean, I'm just saying. Somebody said the sweetest meat is alligator tail. Is alligator tail chicken? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe somebody needs to go ahead, look that up, post it on Twitter. What does alligator taste like? Does alligator taste like chicken? I know rabbit tastes like chicken. And they say you are what you eat. Alligators eat rabbits, right? I mean, alligators eat anything. I don't know. All I know is, the only alligator I remember growing up was Wally Gator. You remember him, Wally Gator? He had the hat, the little collar. He had the little collar with the tie. You know what I'm saying? He walked around, had a little chest out. Anyway, whatever. Let's get to this week's topic. Folks. Stranger Things Season 3. Okay? Stranger Things Season 3. Now, if you watch my YouTube channel and you listen to my podcast, you know for a fact my titles mean something. If they mean something to anybody, they mean something to me. I'm not just trying to catch your attention, but I'm really saying a commentary about whatever I'm talking about. And this week, if you look at it, I said the Upside Down has its ups and downs. Okay? And Stranger Things is one of those shows, everybody loves it. I mean, from what I understand, I'm looking at the news, I'm checking out online, they say Stranger Things Season 3 is breaking online viewing records. And I really think, from my personal opinion, this is because of the weight and the marketing from the previous 2 seasons. Okay? I watched in its entirety season 3 of Stranger Things. I have finished watching that whole season. It's just 8 episodes. It was an easy watch. I mean, I still haven't even finished watching Daredevil season 3. For the long time people that watch, I know y'all still waiting on a review of that. That might not happen. I'm feeling some kind of way about Netflix Disney shows. I ain't even look at Jessica Jones. But anyway, season 1. Let's talk. Let's talk. Yeah, but even before I get into that, let's talk. Netflix came on the scene during Blockbuster times. All right? Netflix came on the scene. You could sit in your house, not have to rush down to, Hollywood Video, rush down to Blockbuster. You could sit at home. You can go online, and you can say, yo, I need these DVDs because I want to watch these movies. Boom. Netflix will send them to you. You watch them as long as you want. You send them back. That was hot. Then Netflix said, you know what? We're going to take it to the next level. We're going to raise it up. We're going to get it on the next level. All right? And they say, boom. Here we go. Next level. Boop. We moved up to the next level. And they started streaming videos. They started getting movies, old school movies, and you'd be able to sit at home, pull up the remote. I know I got my remote. This that cool remote from Verizon. And I'll be like, yo, Netflix. And Netflix pops up and like, boop, ha! And I was like, yes, 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 yes. This is on point. Then it was like, to hell with the DVDs and Blu-rays, because nobody got that anymore. It's all about streaming media. All right? Now, they had all these movies in their library. But then the big conglomerates, Warner Brothers, Disney, Universal, Fox, all them people, they was like, yo, this is where the money's at, son. I can't afford to sit here and let some third-party company make all my money. Licensing fees be damned. I want the money. So you got all these other streaming services. You got Amazon. You got Hulu. Now you're running into the next century. And here we are, 2019. Netflix is losing material. They are losing material, folks. Disney, Warner Brothers have created their own streaming services. Disney bought Fox, okay? So, what Netflix can get from big movies, they was like, yo, we get, no, you ain't getting this no more, right? They got a few contracts still out there that they still dealing with. Sony, Universal, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't a lot. Maybe a New Line Cinema, something old school. But they started making their own content. I've seen it, and I've reviewed movies on here like Bright. I've reviewed other seasons of Stranger Things. This is all cool. I could dig that. That's all good. But this is the deal. All right? Netflix has one thing going for them. They have great original content, all right? They also got not so great original content, all right? I've watched a couple of shows that I was like, oh, really? Really? Do we really want to watch this? But that's cool. Now, Stranger Things, if you look at Stranger Things as a whole, it falls into the great content pile. This is a great series. But how does season 3? Let's talk about season 3, folks. I want to hear what you think about season 3, and I'm going to tell you what I think about season 3. How does season 3 stand up to the ongoing story of the fictional Hawkins, Indiana? All right? I'm going to tell you, the 80s throwback is on point. I was looking at it, I was like, okay, I can remember some of that. The fashion choices. I remember I was wearing some of those shorts. I'm not ashamed of the game. It's cool. It's cool. But this is the thing. Season 1 of Stranger Things, it creeped us all the hell out. The Upside Down, it was hot. I dug it. Season 2 had a couple of what the hell moments, all right? As we learned a little more about Eleven's origins and things like that, all right? I'm going to tell you. Now, season 3. Let's talk about season 3, okay? It made me realize a couple of things. As much as some of us old school cats love some Winona Ryder, it don't pay to be her love interest in Stranger Things. Yo, she been... Dude. Season 2 started it. Season 3 just really solidified it. Yo, it ain't meant for her to date none of nobody. I'm just saying. Chief Hopper, a.k.a. Fat Rambo. I don't know. I kind of lost respect for that dude when he did the Hellboy movie, but that's a whole different story. And and I also realized as kids, we got away with going out and doing a lot more stuff in the 80s. I'm just saying, yes, she is a Black Widow. She is. That's the Black Widow movie you want to, and it's not even on purpose. Joyce Byers. It make you wonder, like, dang, man, you wish they had never found Will in the Upside Down, cause the ain't, cause she's out of control, yo. But check this out. Let's talk about Stranger Things season 3. Overall, it was decent. Okay, I think it could have been better. All right, I really do think it could have been better. Now, you got to pay real close attention to season 1 and season 2. I know my man Omar, we chatted online about this. We kind of went back and forth. He was like, what's up with the Red Menace? What's up with the Russians showing up out of nowhere? The Russians really didn't show up out of anywhere. Okay? If you go all the way back to season 1, it was a Cold War experiment to spy on the Russians that led to the creation of 11. All right? It was a Cold War thing. That's what we got to remember about the 80s. The 80s, we had Ronald Reagan, we had breakdancing, we had Ghostbusters, we had Dungeons and Dragons, and we had fighting the Russians. I mean, that's how it was. That's what it was done. Okay? So, the thing about it is it didn't have a whole lot of build-up. It didn't. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. Tiger, is that Tiger Eyes? Tiger, yes, 12. Appreciate it. But check this out, right? So Stranger Things, okay. Let's take a look at where it's going to go, where it's been and where it goes. So season 1, we were introduced to the Upside Down. We were introduced to the Demogorgons, okay, and we were also introduced to the Upside Down, okay? And, 11 and the powers, it was kind of cool. Everybody, Eggo Waffles was, big thing. And it was like a cult hit. It was like, oh, dang, we in. Then, fast forward to season 2. They did the thing. They had the Halloween. They played the Thriller, hey. And it's cool. These kids are getting older, all right? These kids are getting older, so they rocking it. All right, and we had the Demogorgons and all that. We had to close the gate, protect from the Mind Flayer. Okay, we digging it. So we get to season 3. We think the gate is closed from the previous season. There's a couple of little things, and we're looking at these kids growing up. Everybody getting love interest now. It's like, okay, I'm digging it. You got to. It's inevitable. Okay, whenever you got kids that grow up, they do it in every movie where kids are involved, every TV show where kids are involved. You got to go through puberty. It's cool. I dig it. All right. So we watching this. We see the mall. We got all this. Then they introducing the Russians. All right. They introducing the Russians, and I'm cool with that. All right. I'm cool with that. I'm hurt because of one Russian, my man Alexei. Alexei could have been so great of a character to carry on through a couple of seasons. Alexei didn't give a dang about nothing. Nothing. Alexi wanted his cartoons and Slurpees, yo. Alexi was the man. Alexi got waxed. Spoiler, I'm sorry, I said it ahead of time. Alexi got waxed. Alexi was he was the dude, man. He was the dude. But this is the thing. Season 3, to me, it was a little bit all over the place, all right? You know, if I went back, I'm not going to say I remember all the ratings I gave the first 2 seasons, but if I said season 1 was a 5, if I said season 2 was like a 4, this season would be about a 3.7, all right, 3.6, a little better than average, all right? And the only reason is because I think it started more questions than it did giving more answers. Oh, yeah, the Terminator wannabe. You know, I'm sorry. I don't know what it is, but I guess we had an infatuation with Big Russians. Big Russians. Now, how am I tripping? I mean, I'm not saying it was bad, okay? Remember, everything is on a 5. If you're still on the north side of 3, that's something good to watch. I mean, what is wrong? What is wrong? It was not a 4 or a 5. I'm sorry. It had some action. It was cool. I mean, you know what? There was enough screen time of 11 and your boy Mike, 11 and Mike. You know, they was all up there. And she using telekinesis to close the door. Come on. Oh man, come on, man. You being nice. Y'all accuse me of being nice. You being nice. It was not a 4. 3.7 at best. 3.7 at best. I ain't tripping. And I'm staying by my thing. It's definitely not a 5. It's definitely not a 5. And the reason being it is not a 5. Okay. Number 1, Chief Hopper. Sheriff Hopper. I don't care if y'all call him Big Papa Hopper. I don't care. Okay, and this is the problem. He was a little too whiny. Okay. You stood me up. No. Dude, you done fought extra worldly demogorgons. You done fought big Terminator like Russians. Why you crying, son? You know, why you crying? You know, so I mean, I'm just saying that's a little thing. Second thing that took away from it was, what's my man name? Oh, hold on, let me see. Wait a second. Let me go on my list. Billy with that mustache, mullet, walking around shirtless. I mean, just the whole pool scene. Did we really need that? Hi, Billy. How you doing now? You know, looking like a scene out of, like a scene out of a 1970s flick. I'm gonna just call it that. This is a kid-friendly channel outside of me drinking my adult beverage. So I'm trying to think. You know, it's like, come on, folks. There were little things that took away from the rating. Now, certain other things. Now, each cliffhanger for each season was pretty hot. Season 1, cliffhanger, 11 disappearing, hot. Okay. Season 2, the dance with the kiss, hot. Season 3, what the heck? What in the heck? You know, it's like, come on. So, you know, I mean, there's just so much you could take. I mean, Stranger Things is classified as horror. It is classified as horror. I know you say your boy don't do horror, but this is how I like my horror, in small spoonfuls. All right? Maybe because I was a big Dungeons and Dragons dude in the past, I like this show, the Demogorgon, the Mind Flayer, even though I'm not feeling how they doing this Mind Flayer thing. First it was the Demogorgon, you know, the Demodogs, and they eating people. Poor Barb, we still worried about Barb. Barb, they showing flashbacks to Barb getting eaten. I'm still good with that. But my thing is, it was like, okay, it just it had too many things that were thrown out there to try to stick. Yes, it is classified as horror. Look it up. Okay? It ain't a drama. It may be horror drama, but it ain't straight, TV drama. Just throwing it out there. Now, here's the other thing. We're going to throw this out there. Another thing that took away from Stranger Things Season 3, which dropped it in its ratings. It did not make it bad. It just dropped it in its ratings for me, for going full nerd, is the fact, how the hell Jake Busey get a role? Jake Busey came out of nowhere. I was just watching Starship Troopers the other day. Next thing I know, I'm watching Stranger Things, and Jake Busey, Jake Busey, up in that piece. Good Lord. They pulling everybody out of the woodworks. That's all I can say. But, okay, so let me look at this. I'm looking at the live stream. I'm looking at the chat. And I'm seeing what everybody's saying. And I'm looking at this. So, my man Ernest pops in. He says Stranger Things Season 3 should be a 4. Okay, a 4 is what I really give Stranger Things as a whole. Season 1, 2, and 3. Alright? Omar, what do you give Stranger Things Season 3? Season 3 only. Season 3. Put that up in the window for me. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. Now, at one point, some people were saying, Stranger Things, this was it. It was over. They could end it if they can't fix any contracts. They could end it because of the way it ended. It's done. They could cut it off. But we know we're going to get a Season 4. This paycheck is not going to stop for a couple of people. All right. They promoted a few people to series regular. The little black girl, Lucas's sister. Okay. Lucas's sister, Erica. All right. She is now a series regular. She acknowledged her nerddom. She is part of the crew. They brought in a new chick, Robin. Yes, she is now part of the crew. Okay. They gave my man Dustin. the girl. All right. He's a 3.5. See, he even lower than me. Okay? So I'm just saying, maybe this is like how you suffer with movies. When you have part 1, 2, and 3, usually the third part of the trilogy kind of sucks. All right? Sometimes that happens. Maybe that's what happened with this. But hopefully we get a season 4. We haven't gotten any official announcement, official word. Okay? But it would be good. Yeah, exactly. Lucas's little sister was funny. Okay? She may be annoying, but she was funny, man. But I think if they expand on her character, accepting that she's a manipulator. She is a manipulator. Okay? Yeah, well, maybe, but she was a manipulator. Now, if you look at Stranger Things, I think this was like the shortest season. They only did 8 episodes. But if you think about it, they only did 8 episodes because these cats is getting jobs. Okay? Let's talk about my man with no teeth. Let's talk about Gaten. What is it? Matarazzo? Gaten? My man that plays Dustin. Yo, he is on every commercial I see. Dude he gonna be the next biggest star. I'm telling you that now. All right, throwing that out there. Everybody talking about Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown. Oh, wrong Bobby Brown. But Millie Bobby Brown, yeah, she making her money. She was in Godzilla. They talking about she's in talks to be in the Eternals for Marvel Studios. Hey, maybe that's cool. I don't know who she could be playing, but that would be kind of cool. Maybe she's playing Sprite. That could be, And if you don't know who Sprite is, look it up. Look it up. Don't ask me questions. Look it up. Read a comic book. But this is what's up. These cats is out there making movies. They making money. Okay? How long can Netflix hold on to these people? How are those contracts looking? Because, as they get more popular and they pulling in this dough, that money got to come in, yo. That money got to come in. Boom. Just saying. But anyway, it's getting hot. in the Fortress of Solitude. And I am over my 30 minutes allotted time. Yo, as always, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for showing up and hearing me rant for my podcast. And remember, check out the podcast on anchor.fm/goingfullnerd. Yo, she done at 20, yo, ain't she? Hold on. How old is Millie Bobby Brown? Let's take a look at this. Y'all got me pulling up the internet. She's like damn near 20. You know? What is it? Yeah, look. Hey, I do that. That's like a Google thing, man. How old is she? Like 40? Oh, she 15. Oh, my bad. She 15. My bad. She look about 30. She is not too young to be in Eternals. Think about the character Sprite. All right? Sprite was traditionally a dude in the books, you know, or pixie. Look like a pixie or whatever. You know what? Y'all remember. Y'all didn't read Eternals. Kev didn't read Eternals. I read Eternals. I bought those comic books. Those are the ones nobody wanted at the flea market. But I bought them and I read them because I like Jack Kirby. Don't get it twisted. All right? But she ain't too young. They could create a character. Shoot. What? Kitty Pryde? Kitty Pryde was how old in the X-Men? 13? Come on, man. I'm just saying. Just putting it out there. But, you know, it is what it is. What was it? Shoot, they talk about she gonna be in Godzilla versus King Kong too? Is she? Is she? Maybe? Hold on, wait a minute. Let's see what she getting ready to be in. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, she's gonna be in the upcoming Godzilla versus King Kong, man. Man, shoot. Please. She paid. If anybody on that cast paid, it's gonna be her. But my man Gayton, dude that plays Dustin, he getting paid. He trust and believe. If he don't make some money and become a producer or something, or keep acting, he's got it going on. Trust and believe. And, you know, there is an online, you know, all these millennials and people, they be making these petitions. They got this petition for my man that plays Lucas. What's my man name? What's the kid that plays Lucas? Caleb McLaughlin. They talking about having him play a live action Miles Morales. I don't know. I don't think so. I think they could do better than that. But anyway, as always, let me just say, remember to check out the podcast on anchor.fm/goingfullnerd. Please check out the website. You can learn about some good independent comic books and third-party publishers and the stuff they got coming out on goingfullnerd.com. Watch the YouTube channel for reviews, the replay of the live broadcast that I do every Sunday, and extra bonus content when I decide to make it, when I want to make it, and all that good stuff. And remember, you can follow me on Twitter and catch the rantings of a comic book madman at Onyx1969 on Twitter. Whew, it's getting hot. I'm done. Got the fly powder blue Rocco's Modern Life hat. Let me hit this Stranger Things type music, and your boy is out of here. Peace, y'all, and I'm out of here.